Hello, and thank you for tuning into my video. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can play Fascist Germany and execute one Anschluss as quickly as possible. And when I say as quickly as possible, just like the slide depicts, you can have it done and Austria will be yours by the 21st of May of 1936. So rather than delay anything, let's go ahead and simply get into the action. Your setup in Hearts of Iron 4, your pre-game setup is critical to succeeding here. I've already done the setup, and in particular, I've already set up a training queue of 2 runs of 12 full infantry divisions. So that's going to be the training. Your primary job in setting this up is once it's set up, you have to babysit deploying it. So set a location to deploy, and as soon as they've reached 20%, keep hitting this button to get them deployed. You're doing 2 runs, so when these guys reach 20, the first division reaches 20% and you deploy it, its equipment level will drop to 0. It'll have to get backfilled, but it will be here. But once the second run of training is completed, these will disappear, and eventually this queue of 12 will disappear. It does require 2 runs, but it will disappear. Now, the other critical piece or critical thing you need to deal with is your setup. I have military equipment assigned differently than the default configuration of the game. The game has 20 of your 28 pre-assigned. You've got 8 to pick from. I have burned anything that has to do with rubber. So my dependency on rubber right now is 0. I don't want to trade for rubber. I don't care about rubber. The goal is to get Anschluss completed as quickly as possible. So I've got 23 mils on infantry equipment. I did bump up the potential equipment for support to 5, but only 2's on it. 5 also for artillery, but 1's on it. And 5's possible for tanks and only 2's on it. You could dedicate all 28 to infantry equipment only, but I like to build the other stuff and build the queues in there. As I finally complete military factories, I want them auto-assigned. But that's me, not you. It's not critical other than a high quantity of infantry or mills assigned to infantry equipment. That's the critical piece. Do that and you're golden. So I've already set game speed to 5. This is all cosmetic. The organization of my army is all cosmetic. What is critical is your mill assignments and your focus tree picks. I've already picked the Rhineland. There we go. And I've also got 2 runs of 12 that I'm going to be babysitting my infantry training, my template training. So I've unpaused the game. On the third, I'm going to pause again because behind the scenes, I've got some management of the air forces. This is all cosmetic, has nothing to do with the success of Anschluss. I've organized them. I'm going to set them to auto train. That's done. Now I unpause again and I'm babysitting this queue. This is the queue I'm going to babysit. You see I'm at 6% and growing and growing. But the biggest plus that is going to allow me to succeed is the fact that I've got 23 mils on infantry equipment. All of these training divisions or divisions in training need infantry equipment in order to train. If they have less than 20% here, they cannot train to 20%. It requires 20% or more. Oh, hit my first threshold, 20%. First 3 are done. I'm going to click this. The inventory of equipment disappears. Why? Because I just dumped out 3 divisions, 3 new ones show up. They're on their second run. I still have 9 on their first run. So I also set, I should have said this before I unpaused, I also set a high priority to supplying equipment to the training divisions. The divisions in training get equipment before anything else. So first 3 out there. This is cosmetic what I'm about to do. It doesn't make it work any faster or any slower. But for organizational purposes, I'm going to go ahead and grab those 3 divisions, put them in an army, put that army on Austria. Then I'm going to flip back to the template. the training environment. And I'm going to click this icon right here, and then I'm going to follow that up by clicking on the icon here or here for the army I just created. What that tells these divisions to do is auto assign to that other army when they deploy. So as I unpause, if you watch in the upper right hand side, there's a current count of 3 divisions in that army. As divisions train, you can see that number augment. This is cosmetic. It doesn't make it work or not work any better for completing the Anschluss focus. Just cosmetic. So the first of 3 focuses are done to get Anschluss done. Remilitarize Rhineland. Boom, it's done. I'm going to go ahead and pick Reorganize the Wehrmacht. Start that one up. I have already deployed 12 of my 24 divisions. And you can see these are backfilling with equipment and their training. I will be able to complete these 12 deploying before the next 35 days transpire. So we're already at 10 to go, 9 to go. Just like before, we're going to be pumping these divisions out as soon as they reach 20%. I don't need to over-equip them. I just need to get them deployed. We're at 16, we're close. 17, 18, 19, and let's start unloading these divisions. And you can see now that this is the second run, once a division has fulfilled its second run, it disappears from the queue, or once a training order is fulfilling its second run, it disappears from the queue. Boom. I've deployed all 24 by the 3rd of March. I still have, what, 10 days-ish? 8 days left. And let's take a peek out here. Still completing this. I'm waiting for that to turn gray. Come on. And if it doesn't turn gray as this completes, I'm going to give it an additional 10 days because you can queue up to 10 days of focus preparation. Whoa, there we go. This completes. Anschluss is available. Click Anschluss, click Start, say Go. We're doing Anschluss as the 3rd focus. We didn't have to wait at all. We're getting it knocked out. Why do you want to do Anschluss early? You want to do Anschluss early because you want to augment your civilian factory count. So this is a 70-day focus, so it won't complete until May 20th, and it takes an additional day before Austria becomes part of Germany. But again, point is, show you how to knock it out as quickly as possible. Then we'll talk about the benefits of why you want to knock it out as quickly as possible. All right, got one or more of my one of my research slots completed, I should say. I already know what I want to do next. Research has nothing to do with success or failure here. You do what you want to do research slot wise. My recommendation when you get this prompt, it's very common that you pick this. It costs you 50 political power. Screw that. I want my political power. I don't want to give it up. So I'm going to just say, how rude, go away. Now, if you're, I'm not even going to go into anything else. So let's just get this knocked out, get my research slots picked. April 19th, we are almost done. Got less than a month to go, and Austria will become part of Germany, in particularly Austria will become a core. All of the Austrian states will become cores of Germany. So some of the advantages of doing that. As I peek up here, halfway down the pop-ups window, you can see total manpower 1.64 million based on a 2.5% ratio of available recruitable troops to total population of 65, almost 66 million. Every month, I get an additional 78,000 civilian population. But there we are, May 20th. It is completed. At this point, I normally chase the economic path, but let's go here for a moment I've got 36 civilian factories. I'm going to let a day, well, actually 1 hour go by, so I'm going to slow it down. Oh, maybe it's more. There we go. At 4 a.m. on the 21st of May, I can annex Austria. This number jumped. I have actually completed construction of only one civilian factory. Of the one civilian factory that I built, that augmented it from 35 to 36 factories. I just got another 10. I've got 46 factories. I've got factory construction in the queue. I have a total of 27 factories that I can actively manage what they're doing. And that's well on my way to 50 factories. Why do I care about 50 factories? Because I want this. I want to unlock my research slot as quickly as possible. Doing Anschluss in May of 36 allows you to beeline straight to this location to release your fifth research slot as quickly as possible, which puts Germany ahead of the game for all the other European powers. They've got 5 research slots by before the end of 1936. No other country can do it that fast. This is the only way I have figured out to get Germany to do it that fast. So that's it, folks. Wanted to show you how you can do Anschluss as quickly as possible in the game. Wanted to show you quickly why I do Anschluss as quickly as possible. I want the boat of civs. I want to unlock my fifth research slot. So thank you for tuning in, and I wish you a wonderful day. And possibly, I hope that you found this entertaining, and some of my other videos provide value as well. Thanks again.